What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the 99.9 Problems podcast. Here with my co-host, bringing you this amazing content over the digital airways of YouTube. So, guys, go ahead and subscribe to stay updated with our content and these amazing conversations we're going to be bringing you. So, stay tuned.
Hey guys, do not forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms at 99.9 Problems. Please do interact with us on our comment section, and we appreciate your participation. Thank you.
Yep, let's get into it. So my first question to you is going to be, because I know we had a great conversation last time, and we had to break it up because it was getting so juicy. We had a lot to talk about, and it was getting so amazing that, you know, there was a lot of information to like spill out in one episode. We didn't have enough time to cover it up, but right now we do. So our issue last episode was about culture. Now, you know, right now everyone is facing a lot of problems in every area of social life, and most of the problems, which the highest problem besides financial problems, which we human beings face right now, are interrelational problems, be it friendships, relationships, whatever, right? So now, my first question is: do you think that men and women are equal as far as relationship is concerned?
Well, I think men and women are equal when it comes to a relationship because both have to bring in their 100% effort to make the relationship work. A man and a woman are supposed to complement each other, not compare themselves in the relationship. Because the moment you start comparing yourself in a relationship, it gives room for like a lot of problems. It gives room for conflicts and many other things that come into the relationship. So I just believe that men and women should just have an understanding and believe that they're supposed to bring in their 100% participation in making sure that the relationship or marriage or whatever works for them.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. So, meaning you're saying that men and women are equal? Is that what you're saying?
In a relationship. Because I would not compare
I
would not compare my physical strength to a man.
No, that's not what I mean. So if it's equal, so if you say it's equal, then why do women not feel the need to be submissive or respect their men if you say it's equal?
What do you think being submissive is all about?
Being submissive means that you value respect, you know, and you value your man's opinion, you respect him, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should worship him like a god. No, you're respectful, you're loyal above all, because women like loyal women. You know, you're loyal. When I'm not there, what are you doing? Are you giving attention to other men? You know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, based on your question, right?
Yeah.
I do not agree with women that they should maybe disrespect their men or not be submissive or loyal or whatever to them. I believe that women should be submissive and loyal to their men. Like, you don't want to go out there and cheat and do other things.
Yeah.
And then those people you cheat with, they're going to lose respect for your man. So you just want to give him that respect. So we cannot say that every woman disrespect their men.
Yeah.
Some still respect their men, but circumstances make women change sometimes.
What circumstances are those?
Okay. In most of our relationships, we can maybe discover at some point that a woman changes.
Yeah.
Maybe because of a mistake the man did in the past, or maybe because the man once cheated and then she's like, she lost that trust she had for him at first.
Yeah.
So she starts doing certain things that she's not doing those things because she really wants to disrespect you, or she does not want to be loyal to you. She just does those things because she wants to prove to you that, oh, you did something and I'm still hurt. I'm still going through that phase where I still feel that pain from what you did, and I just want you to give me time to heal. Some women do that because they are broken. They have maybe something they are going through, and then they just feel like that's the best way to express it. It might not be the best way because it might push the man away, but sometimes people need to understand themselves that people do certain things because of certain reasons. It's not in every case though, but in certain situations, people do certain things because of what they had been through in the past.
Okay, so
I have a question though.
yeah, sure.
So
Go ahead.
should men be accountable for their negative deeds they do, or the things they do that is not pleasing to the eyes and the ears?
To their eyes or to women's eyes?
To their partner or whoever they're in a relationship.
Okay, you mean like should they be accountable for what they do to their partner?
Yeah.
Okay, it has, okay, right now you gotta be specific, right? What are you talking about exactly?
Like the negative things some men do sometimes when they're in a relationship. You know, sometimes
What negative things like
men will go out there and cheat, and
Yeah.
then they'll make it seem like it's a very normal thing for them to cheat.
Yeah.
Like, okay, a man will never forgive a cheating woman because I've watched a lot of videos on
Oh, I love this
online.
conversation.
I've
I like where you're getting to. I like where you're getting to, because that's
Please.
yeah. I like where you're getting to.
I've watched a lot of videos online, and I watched this particular video. A man used a cup of water, and he
Yeah.
was like, if I take my hand and I put in this water, and then another person takes his hand and puts in this water, and then 10 other people
Yeah.
take their fingers
Finger and
and
put it-
dip into the water.
The water, yeah.
It's not going to be good for another person to drink.
Drink it, yep,
Because
exactly.
that's germs you're drinking
It's
into
dirty.
your system.
It's dirty.
It's dirty water.
Yep.
So they're trying to compare that to a woman.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
I saw that video too. And guess
okay.
what? It's a very perfect example to use.
Okay, so why can you not also see yourself as a man as compared to this glass of water? Why do you only think that
Yeah.
a woman might get contaminated with germs
Okay.
or whatever
It's-
because
Okay.
different hands
are
keep
getting- yeah.
dipping themselves into it?
Okay.
Men feel like they can get away with cheating.
Cheating, yeah.
Whenever they do something wrong or whenever they go out there and cheat, they would come back and expect their women that, oh, you cannot stay mad at me. You have to forgive me because it's our nature. But women,
Yeah.
you would cast the woman away because you feel like, oh, as a woman, you're not supposed to do that, which you're not supposed to do. But even if she made a mistake, you know, sometimes women will want to do certain things because they feel like, oh, I should do it to make
Yep.
him feel the
That's
same
right.
way he made
Yep,
me feel.
yep.
So they will go out there and do things, and men will be like, oh no, I cannot be with you, it's over because you cheated. But you've
Yeah.
been cheating like 10 different times.
Okay.
Or 20 times
All
where
right.
you would not.
So let me answer your question, right?
Okay.
Let me answer your question before I dive into the answer. It's very important to take note that the example which you brought, I actually saw that video too, and it's a very perfect example.
Thank you.
Yeah, very perfect example. So before I get into it, right now, do you know that the percentage of women who cheat nowadays in our generation is more than men? Do you agree?
Really?
Do you agree with me?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe some women cheat, but like,
no. I mean,
don't
in this day and age right now, it could be slightly higher or it could be the same. As opposed to like 10, 15, 20 years ago, the percentage of men who used to cheat was way higher. The distance was all there. But right now, it would be fair to say that the gap has been closed, if not overtaken. Let me explain. First of all, when it comes to cheating, women are dumb. Guys, I gotta say it. Women are dumb. Why? If we do it, we're gonna get caught
You think so?
easily.
Well, I believe that women
But
investigate.
no, hold
like,
up. But
it's
of course,
very
I
rare.
know you women are FBI's, detectives, and all of that shit. But we're gonna be caught. But you all,
It's secretive.
a lady can do it, and you're never gonna find out.
You might.
Because no, you're never gonna find out.
You
You know why?
might.
Because they're so good at hiding stuff. If a lady can have a kid with another man, not her husband, and hide that shit for 17 years, and never would she ever spill the secret one day for 17 years, what makes you think she can cheat and not hide it?
Do you know why you don't see those signs?
Why?
Because men do not pay attention to certain things.
We
They do
overlook
not-
it.
You guys just feel like, oh, she's just doing it because she's a woman. Let me tell you something. If a woman cheats on you, the way she's going to like be in that relationship is going to change from when you first met her or from when she was not cheating and everything was going good. She's definitely going to change. Women, as you said before, they are emotional
beings.
And yeah, they're very emotional sometimes. And the moment she starts stepping out there to do certain things, she's definitely going to change from the way she used to be. There are definitely going to be some signs that you should look and ask questions. But men will be like, oh, she's just a woman, like she's just doing her thing, because that's how women are.
Okay, so how about the times that she's going to show those signs, and then when you want to ask what's going on, because guess what? She's going to be like, she's actually going to be, she's going to pull herself away from you. That's one of the signs, right? Mm-hmm. She'll pull herself. Like, if you want to touch her, she's going to say no. Okay, now, how about the times when she's going to say, oh, she's just tired, she's not in the mood? Because when it comes to mood swings, no, hold up. When it comes to mood swings, you all women are the number one with that, okay?
Because
you're the number one with that.
A lot going on
exactly.
In our
if you have a lot going on in your systems with the monthly period dynamics change, with your emotions and stuff, right? Some women use that excuse to be like, oh, I'm not in the mood, oh, this, that. What if we men are supposed to just think that, okay, that's the case? But what if they're just hiding it?
It's not
with
just
that. How are we supposed to know?
Women don't just do that because they're not in a good mood, or maybe because they've done something maybe in the past days or weeks or months. Some women do that because maybe the love in the relationship is beginning to drop and they don't feel that connection anymore, and they feel like the best way to express it is by doing all those things. But men don't catch it. They just feel like, oh, they're just being women, you know. Sometimes men have to ask questions. You have to, because I've seen situations where a woman is trying to like communicate with a man with those kind of signs, and the man would not want to like listen or have conversations, or they'll be like, or she'll come and say, oh, I feel lonely or things like that. But the man will not understand. He will not ask questions. He'll just look at you and say, oh, you'll be okay, maybe go out and do something, not addressing the real issue.
All right, let me answer your question, right? But first, before I answer, let me ask you a question. Do you think men do you think men cheating is the same to women cheating?
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Thank you.
Well.
Now,
let me
no. You said it's not the same thing. Let me deep dive, okay? Let me deep dive. Now, for me to cheat, if I have to, if I want to, it's a choice, right? It's a decision. Of course, I don't support cheating. It's not right. It is not right, okay? Mm-hmm. It's never going to be right in our day and age. But guess what? I'm not going to advise a woman to leave her man because he cheated. Of course not. Yeah. I'm not going to do that, because cheating is the least thing a woman should worry about in this generation.
So are you going to advise?
It's the least.
Are you going to advise a man to leave a woman because she cheated?
Let me get there.
Okay.
Okay? If I have to cheat, if I want to cheat, what do I need? All I need is a woman, my mind, and my dick, and it's done.
And a room.
And it's done. 4 things. My mind, meaning that it's just no, hold up.
Not your mind, because men don't care.
I'm doing it mentally. Mentally means that I'm not emotionally or invested in it. I don't care about her. I just need to blow off some steam.
Just the energy.
Exactly. I just need to blow off some steam.
Or drink Guinness.
Yeah, I just need to blow off some steam. Right now, okay, if a woman has to do it, where do they start? 1, I don't want to hear excuse where she say, oh, my man is not doing this and that, blah, 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 what girls say. Now, if she has to do it, right? 1, where does it have to start? He has to start with the man giving her attention and her entertaining that conversation, that man. 2, he has to go with long conversations and her being emotionally invested. And then she's going to do it. Trust me, a woman who's morally brought up, who have her discipline and principles, is not just going to go cheat.
True.
Most of the times when it happens, she's been emotionally invested. And when she does it, she's gone mentally and emotionally. She's gone. You know what they say that, okay, you know when they say a man can't come into your house and dictate how you should run your house? Or if a man comes and conquer you in your house, you're defeated, right? Mm-hmm. Back in the days, or when wars used to happen, if this tribe or this country comes and conquer your land, you become slaves to them, or they send you guys away, right? And they occupy the land. It's the same thing. If the woman has to go cheat, she's gonna be emotionally invested, and once she does it, she's gone.
Okay, so do you believe men are the ones that push some women to cheat?
Excuse you? How will you first of all think that? How is a woman cheating a man's influence?
Because you just said
How?
that some women lack the attention they need from
No,
their men.
no. Like if a
So
woman,
once a woman would never give attention to another, like that time or space for another man to come into her life and give her the attention she's already receiving from her man.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. A woman is not just gonna cheat. You understand? A woman is not just gonna cheat. There are stages to it. She's gonna entertain the conversation. It's gonna go day by day, month by month. You're gonna find herself. She's definitely gonna find herself at some point being emotionally invested in that guy, and she's gonna think it's love because her dopamines are gonna be off the roof. You understand what I mean? And then she's gonna fall into it. And then once she does it, come on, man. There's chemicals being mixed there. There's emotions being mixed. There's everything going on. Blah blah blah, and then everything, right? Spiritual. Bam. She's gone. And then tell me, how do you expect a man to forgive that? Because guess what? Quick question for you. Who has access to sex between men and women? Who has access to it?
I think.
Who decides if it happens?
A woman.
Perfect. Thank you.
But some men still
Hold up. No. There's no if. There's no buts. There's no maybes.
Some women get lured into it.
No. There's no if, buts, or maybes in this situation. Guess what? It's on your body, right? Okay. I, as a man in the United States, I know if I force it, I know the ramifications that come with that, right? That's going to be rape, sexual abuse, and stuff. I'm going to be in problems. So guess what? I'm not going to force myself on you. It's on your body. It's your choice. You decide if a man gets in there or not. So guess what? Guys, if a woman cheats on you and you forgive her, she's going to do it again. You know why? Because she's emotionally invested in the other guy. She's not going to forget.
So are you trying to say that if a man cheats on you and he comes back and asks for your forgiveness, you should not forgive him because he's still going to cheat based on the thing you just said right now?
Okay, here's the disconnect between we men and women. Here's the disconnect. The thing is, we always want to compare. If this happens, then this. If this, then this. No. That's where there's a disconnect. We got to understand that men are logical beings, women are emotional beings. We got to understand that our biology is not the same. The way God made us is not the same way God made you all. Understand? So the conversation is never going to be the same. The reason is that I've already listed them to you. You guys decide if the sex happens or not. So if a man comes and want to talk to you, want to have it, you have a right to decide if you want it or not. It's going to be your choice. You understand? A man is not going to force you. If you do it, it's your choice to do it.
So you
understand?
So you don't think the men should do whatever they do?
It's not the same. I'm not saying that men should do whatever they want to do. I told you that cheating is not right. It's not correct. It's wrong, right?
Sure.
I'm not trying to advise you ladies to like forgive cheating. No. And I'm not trying to say, oh, cheating is okay, a man should do it. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, that's how society is, and that's how it's going to be. There's a reason why your reproductive organ is under there, and there's a reason why mine is in front. Because guess what? No, let me explain. Let me finish. I know your reaction is being awkward, but let me finish, okay? Let me finish. This is what I mean. What I mean is, if a man does it once, it's about even being caught anyway, right? It's about being caught. Because if it was about being caught, right, then that's why people say men cheat a lot. Women will say men are scum. But if it's about not being caught, a lot of women do it more than us, though. A lot of women do it more than men. It's because they're not being caught. They're so good at it. They're good at hiding it.
They're not good at hiding it.
They're good at hiding it.
You don't just see the signs.
Okay. So it meaning that they should do it and then show the sign.
I'm not saying that women should cheat.
Okay.
I'm not supporting cheating.
Okay, but okay. So what I wanted to conclude on that topic was,
okay,
if it happens the first time as a lady, if the man shows remorse, and first of all, First of all, if my sister or daughter in the future ever comes and tell me a man cheated on her, I'm going to ask her questions. One, does he love you? Does he take care of you? Right? He does. Tick. Two, is he abusive? Is he emotionally or physically abusive to you? No. Tick. Okay? He takes care of you, pays your bills, or majority of them, right? He takes you, like, gives you treats and stuff. He's a sweet and nice boyfriend or husband, right? Good. Tick. Was it just one time he did it? If he says just one time, tick. I'm like, okay.
The time you found out.
Okay, I'm like, go work it out. Work it out with your man. If he shows remorse that he's not gonna do it again, and be respectful about it, and doesn't like shame you, or like show it on your face and make the other lady disrespect you, work it out.
So what?
But now, it becomes a problem when it becomes a habit.
So what if they're in a relationship and they're not married, and the guy is already cheating, not just once, but like maybe 5 times or more? Are you going to ask her to stay there because he takes care of her, provides all what she needs,
Ooh.
respects her?
Okay.
That cheating alone is already
Okay.
disrespecting your woman, because like
well,
the other woman will be looking at your woman and be like,
well, yeah,
like,
yes, to some extent is, right? But now, here's what I gotta say to that, okay? Here's what I gotta say to that. Do you know how many women right now share men who are financially stable or got shit going on for themselves and can take care of them? A man, like men nowadays have money, right? They're successful. They're messing around with like 4 women, and either they know about it or they don't have a problem about it. They just accept it because of the way the man is financially stable and the way he takes care of them. Who is the problem in this situation? Do you think it's the man or the woman or the women? The question you asked me, it happens right now.
The problem comes from both sides, because
no, it's not.
You choose to stay in that situation. You choose to stay in that in that place where your man goes out and do stuff with other women.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Well, no.
To you,
that's not your
because
question.
Men sometimes don't care.
Yeah.
They might go to the extent of having an affair with your friend.
Yeah.
And that's the worst disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know about that though. I mean, I don't. No. I mean, like, in a sense that I don't know about that. In the sense that if I'm messing around with you and then your friend is also messing around with me and she knows that I'm messing around with you, I don't know about the situation. First of all, I don't even know how they do that. But guess what? It happens, right? They might just want to like spoil your relationship or see how good he's treating you, and then want to get in and get your man from you.
And so women out there are experts.
Of course.
They can snatch your man.
Exactly. Okay. But guess what? Let me ask you this question, right? Since we've gotten into it. How many women do you think will be married? Or how many kids do you think will be born today if the woman didn't snatch a man from another woman?
I believe not every
There we
woman,
go.
I believe not
There
every
we
woman
go.
is meant to be married though.
Why?
It's like some women don't want to. They
Well,
just
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to have their kids.
Kids, yeah.
And people are now changing.
Anyway, no. Okay. That's a topic for another day. Getting into that about being okay having their kids without getting married.
Yeah.
We're gonna deep dive into that on another episode. But right now, right, what we're saying is, now, in this situation, right, there are two different things. There is no way a man's cheating is gonna be the same with a woman's cheating. There is absolutely no way. I don't know if you agree with me or you understand what I'm saying, but
I agree, because like both men and women need to have respect for themselves. You cannot just go out there and you do whatever you want to do with people, and then you feel like you're still going to have that respect. A man that stays loyal and a woman that stays loyal to their relationship has more respect out there. As compared to a
they do
man.
have more respect out there. They do have respect for themselves, and exactly that's how the nuclear family should be nowadays. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that are contributing to all of these conflict. A lot of things that are contributing to it, being social media, the system, the media. They're trying to keep men and women fighting each other, and all of these things. It's just all about breaking the nuclear family. And again, that's a big topic I'm going to want us to get into on another episode. But now, question I want to ask you, right? since we're into this, do you think that a relationship is going to last or do well if the woman had an upper hand, be it financially or in the sense that she has control over the relationship?
Financially.
Not just financially. First of all, if she's financially capable than you, that already gives her the upper hand in the relationship, right? Do you think that relationship is going to be successful?
In other aspects, right? Not just financially.
Not just financially. Do you think it's
Okay.
going to be successful in general? Like, do you think they're going to be forever after, like Romeo and Juliet?
I think so because if you are getting into a relationship, it's all about understanding.
Oof.
You guys need to have a conversation before you get into a relationship, even though sometimes you get into a relationship and all those conversations you guys had before getting into that relationship gets violated. But you guys need to have a conversation and understanding on how the relationship is supposed to be. I
Okay.
know there's some men out there that they are dating women that are financially okay for themselves,
Yeah.
but they don't dwell on those things. Like, they don't dwell on what the woman has. They try to make things for themselves.
Yep.
They try to work hard and
Yeah, they work hard to
build
provide.
themselves
Yep.
in order to like meet up with that standard.
Yep.
But I just believe that in some communities, I cannot speak for every single person.
Yep.
I just believe that a man is the provider.
Exactly.
No matter
Yep.
no matter the fact that a man makes less than you, at least whenever a woman receives something from her man, she's
Yeah.
very happy. No matter how
Of course.
small it is.
Of course, yes.
She's always very excited.
Yep.
So having an upper hand, I don't think any particular person needs to have an upper hand in the relationship.
Really?
Because you both are supposed to complement yourselves.
All right.
You're supposed
All right.
to
So,
work together.
yeah, you're supposed to work together.
In a relationship
Yep.
to make it work.
Yeah, you're supposed to work together. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you said you believe a man should be able to provide for her woman, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
So if you believe that, wouldn't it be fair to say that with that already being happening, right, it means that the man has the upper hand if he's actually providing?
Why should one
And that's how
person have the
and that's how
upper
it should
hand?
be.
Why should one person have
No,
the upper hand in a
no, when they say
relationship?
upper hand, it means that, okay, boils down to our previous episode, like the conversation we had, right? Boils down to the fact that the man is the head of the family. A man is the head, right?
Who is the manager?
The manager is the woman.
Of
Doesn't mean that she's the head. Of course, right? Doesn't mean that she's the head. But guess what? Right? The issue was, if she has the upper hand, do you know how many relationships have broken down today because the woman was financially more capable than the man?
I know it's not easy for like a relationship to.
It's not going to work.
It's not easy for a relation. I'm not denying the fact that it's
Yeah.
not easy for a relationship to break because the woman has more money than the man, because men have ego.
Yeah,
Men love
of
to
course,
be,
we love ego.
Yeah,
We love to be in
like-
control. We love to take care of our house. We love to take care of our home. We love to take care of. We love to be in charge of our situation, our woman, our lady. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Is if a woman is more financially stable, has the upper hand as far as finances are concerned in a relationship, it's not going to work. You know why? Let me count it out for you. One, she's going to disrespect that man. She's going to disrespect that man.
Not
No,
everybody.
of course. There's exceptions, right? There's always going to be exceptions.
Yeah.
But now, she's not going to be that submissive to that man. She's not going to respect him to the fullest. Okay? Now, even if there are situations where she's like, okay, at the beginning of the relationship, it's fine, it's all nice, it's all sweet, it's all good, Imagine you're living with your man, you're the one paying the bills, or with your boyfriend, you're the one paying the bills. You guys are dating, even living separately. You're doing fine, and then when you guys go out on a trip, on a date, you're the one paying for that. Do you know how awkward that's going to be?
Some men don't care.
Yes, some men don't care, and those men who don't care are pimps. Only a pimp will not care. But guess what? A man who want to be in control, a man who want to have his shit together, take control of his life and grow and be a successful, respectful man, he's going to care because he wants to be in charge of that situation. He wants to take care of his woman. You understand what I mean? It's not going to work. The woman is not going to respect that man. She's not going to respect that man. And guess what? Even if they are together, right, there's going to come a time when that woman is going to get bored. Statistics show, right, that women get bored more than men in a relationship. Do you agree with me? Women get bored. what I meant. Why? Because if I'm not doing things to excite you, things like taking you on a date, things like being in control. Guess what? First of all, women love men who are in control. Don't they? Not controlling them. I mean, love women, love men. Like women love men who are in charge of them, taking care of them, providing for them, calling the shots, not being controlling, but calling the shots. You understand? Now, if the roles were reversed, that woman will be bored, because psychologically, women are wired to be like in a situation where the man is taking charge, providing for her, giving for her. So that tendency is going to make her feel like a man. It's going to make her feel like, oh, she's in control. And then guess what? She's going to underlook you. She's going to be like, she's going to start finding or giving attention to some other guy who's better than you.
So wait, do you believe that in a relationship, no matter who has the upper hand, there's always going to be conflict in the relationship?
Yes, there's always going to be conflict. There's always going to be conflict, because you know why there's always going to be conflict? Because you women like you women like to be complicated.
Not just about the women. It's just natural, because you guys grew up in different homes, and
you
of
had
course, like different upbringings.
Yep.
And your parents had different ways of, like, making you do stuff,
Yeah.
or so you cannot just say that two people will come together and then they'll just live perfectly without any conflict.
Okay. Guess what? Guess what, right? If that's the situation, do you know that, when you ask women, right, what are the reasons why they either broke up with their partner or left a relationship or got a divorce?
Abuse.
Because guess what? There's according to the US Census Bureau, it shows that 80% of divorces, or 70%, are initiated by the woman.
Okay,
right?
They'll say it was initiated by the woman, but they don't give
I understand.
They don't dive deep into what actually happened
into the
before
reasons.
they initiated that divorce.
Of course, things happen, misunderstandings happen, things happen, right? Now, most of the reasons that divorce occurs is because what? Most women will say, oh, the woman cheated, the man cheated, or the relationship will break up because the man cheated on the girlfriend and shit, or that, oh, he was disrespecting me, or I wasn't happy, I want to find my happiness and shit, Why is that? Do you know sometimes it's because, now we're talking about situations where there was no abuse, right? We've already gone over the cheating part and understood that it's not the same. We're talking about situations where the relationship is good, but to some extent, the woman feels bored.
So you believe because the woman is bored in the relationship or marriage, she's just going to walk away because she's bored? There are other things that will make her walk away from her relationship or marriage.
Like what? Like
violence.
Like cheating?
Violence.
Okay, well, let's keep the cheating out. Violence, of course, yes. Okay, violence. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you know how long it takes for a lot of women to leave violent relationships or marriages?
It takes a long time because...
Okay, why didn't you leave the first time it happened, or the second, third time it happened?
Let me tell you something. The first time it happens, he's going to be like, oh, I made a mistake. I did not mean it. She's going to feel like, oh, it was just a mistake. He has never done that before. Let me give him another chance. Maybe then, women love the blame game. They'll blame themselves and say, oh, maybe it's my fault. I pushed him to the wall. That was why he did this. Then they'll stay in the relationship, or they'll say, oh, I have kids. I cannot just leave my home. You know, they'll decide to stay in the relationship, and then it keeps happening. People get used to certain habits. If something happens repeatedly, women get used to certain things, and then they'll stay feeling like, oh, it's normal, because you tend to normalize certain things when you go through it for like numerous times.
Okay.
But some women will stay till they get beaten to death. But some women will choose to leave, and then people will say, oh, she left her home, she left her kids, and just decided to get a divorce. All
right, so you're right. Okay, now you got into abuse, right? Okay, so most of the times it's either cheating or abuse, right? Now, I like the fact that you got into abuse, because I like to do research, right? Do you know that, again, according to the US Census Bureau, do you know that 70% of the abusive homes or relationships or when it comes to violence, 70% of those are instigated by the woman. Let me explain. I'm not trying to blame women here.
Okay.
Okay? But let me explain. Because, right? Now, the way men and women handle stress, anger,
It's different.
all of those things is different. You are going to use your mouth.
Yeah.
Women are going to use their mouths. Men are going to want to be physical,
Yeah.
right? Of course, abuse is wrong. Especially physical abuse. It's very wrong. Any woman out there who beats a woman, guys, is never going to be correct. I don't support that, okay? It's very wrong. I prefer you emotionally abuse her than physically abusing her because you're going to get into trouble. Anyway, going back to what I'm saying, the physical abuse starts from a woman instigating it. Why? If we have a confrontation or a conversation which leads into an argument, right, and it gets confrontational, the woman is going to insult, bash me up, call me names, insult me, this and that, blah, 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 right? As a man, what am I supposed to do? Use my mouth and talk back to her? Guess what? If you talk back to a woman when you guys are quarreling,
You become a woman.
you become a woman. You're stooping yourself low to her level. And then now, you're becoming like her, and then you're instigating the issue more. Because guess what? She's going to keep talking. So as a man, the society says I should stomach it and then, walk away or let it go. Okay. She's my wife. She's my girlfriend, right? I should tolerate that. Now, let it go forward. The next time it happens, I should leave it again. The next time it happens, I should do it. The next time it happens, I should do it. So how am I supposed to handle that? Do you know that most of the time, right, when that happens, a woman, okay, for example, if a woman and a man is actually having a quarrel or confrontation, and she's pushing the man like, hit me, you want to hit me, what are you going to do? You understand?
Yeah.
Now, what's he supposed to do? Push you? If he pushes you and you fall and hit your head, that's a problem. If he slaps you or hit you, that's a problem. If he smacks you, that's a problem, That's abuse, right? Now, that's the fifth time it's happening. Who has instigated that all through to the fifth time before I hit her? It's her, right?
She's instigating it.
Yeah.
She's not being violent, as in.
She is being violent.
Okay.
Do you know
okay,
what? Okay.
She's being physically
Yes.
like verbally violent.
Verbally violent,
but
physically violent by pushing and stuff, yeah.
Pushing. How can you compare a man's strength to a woman's
I
strength?
can't. It's never going to be the same.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Okay, let's have fun with this, right? Let's have fun with this. Imagine a woman beats me and then I call the cops. Or I go tell my friends that, my wife is beating me at home.
It's not.
Imagine the shame and the stupidity you're gonna feel.
Some women are restless. It's normal. A woman can actually beat you.
What? I don't think so. I don't. We're actually talking hypothetically in a relationship
Do
setting.
you want us to try it?
No, of course not. Okay, guess what? I'm talking in the relationship setting, right?
Yeah.
If it happens, do you expect me to go tell my friends or call the cops and say my wife hit me? No. But guess what? The moment I smack the shit out of you, you're going to call the cops. You're going to go tell one or two friends, right?
Because, okay, it's.
How about the fact? No, I'm talking about, okay, there's the exceptions where the woman didn't instigate or do anything. She's so nice. That's different.
Yeah.
But the 70% we're talking about, that's the census that have been carried out. It shows that before the man even physically abuses the woman, she started it. It's not the first time. We're talking about behavioral things. We're talking about reoccurrences. That's what we're talking about.
But some men are just naturally abusive.
Of course. Now, when you were dating him, did you see signs?
Maybe you saw signs and
You
were like,
ignored. If you see signs and you ignore,
Maybe he never touched you, but he make certain gestures that you maybe overlooked, or you were like, it's not that serious.
Anyway, that's a topic where we're really never gonna have answers. But like our show goes, it's a problem, right? It's a problem, and men and women need to figure it out. They need to work it out. Because I don't believe divorce is the answer. I really don't. Because if it's the answer, why are you getting married in the first place?
So even if a woman is being beaten to the point where she's almost losing her life, she shouldn't leave the marriage because divorce is not the answer.
Well, do you believe in seeking help from peers, parents,
Parents.
therapists, other people to sit down and have a conversation about. Okay, you believe? Okay, you said
Parents.
people change, right?
Yeah, people change.
Okay, do you believe that a relationship can be worked in it can be worked to change it for the better?
You can work on changing it, but if the opposite person does not like succumb to
change it?
those changes,
Yeah.
then what do you have to do? You have to do what's best
Well,
for you.
okay. I mean, that's the extreme now. So now you're getting into the extreme. So it's cool. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted us to actually talk about?
I know you had asked me a question before about society,
Yeah.
if they really care about women or men more.
Oh yeah. Perfect. That's the question I actually wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's a good answer which you asked me because it came at the right time. How many women knew that today was Men's Day?
I saw you on status.
How many women knew?
I wish my dad happy Father's Day.
Okay.
every
Okay.
year, so
Okay. Did you know it was actually Father's Day? Because did you know or you saw off social media?
I knew
Nah, you didn't.
because I did it
I don't.
last
I don't.
year.
I don't think you knew.
No, please.
I don't think a lot. I don't think a lot of women knew. You know why?
Why?
Because anything, any holiday, or any day of women actually are celebrated around the world, it's probably noted on the calendar that hey, this is Women's Day. This is stuff. How many calendars nowadays are going to show that it's Men's Day?
I think some do.
Some do.
Actually, the one at my office
It-
showed that
it
showed
did?
that today is
Okay.
Men's Day.
Okay. If it did, that's fine. That's cool. I
The
don't,
thing is, you men don't,
I don't
really
just
care
know.
about those kind of things. Like, okay, for example, if Christmas is approaching or
Yeah.
some festive season is
Season
approaching,
yeah.
women love to look good. They love
Yeah.
to buy new stuff.
Yeah, because you all like to take it about your day, though.
Of course.
You all like to make it about yourself.
No,
Hey,
it's not-
Christmas,
no,
New
no,
Year,
no, no, no,
Easter,
no,
Thanksgiving,
no.
Valentine's Day, your birthday, Jesus' birthday, everybody's birthday.
It's all
You
about,
all like to make it about yourselves.
It's a personal decision because men don't. Most men will just like say, "Oh, it's just a normal day," and they don't really care. Women who want to get something new for themselves, maybe if there's something they just achieved and they
Well,
want to
yeah.
celebrate themselves, they will do all those things. You
Yeah.
know, women like to celebrate differently as compared to men.
Men, okay. You all like to celebrate differently, which is nice and okay. But do you agree that society has made most of the holidays about your, or is it you all that make it about yourselves
I
or
think
not?
it's women that try to, step
Look
up.
good. Okay, so
Hype
okay.
the
Oh no,
thing.
it's not about you all stepping up. It's because men take it upon themselves to celebrate you on Women's Day. You all are out there having your fun, right? Christmas, Valentine's Day, we are the ones who celebrate yours. Okay, do you know that?
Women buy Valentine's gifts for men too.
How many of them?
Don't they?
How many women?
A lot.
A lot of women.
I know in Africa, men used to write on their statues that please, women, do not buy me boxers this year. 'Cause
Well, but that's different though. But guess what? We can literally count the number of men who receive gifts on Valentine's Day. Of course, they do.
Yeah,
Women
they do.
buy, but now we're talking in generality. We're talking about the majority, right? How many of men receive? Very few. But guess what? A whole lot of women, a huge percentage, receive gifts on Valentine's
Okay,
Day
I have a
or
question.
on their birthdays.
I
Yeah,
have a question. Do you believe some men are selfish in nature?
of course.
And that pushes women
Yes, I
to
do.
like
Yes, I
not
do.
certain things for them because they know that he's never going to.
Oh,
like,
they
do
know they're not
anything.
gonna get anything in return.
Yeah, like it's not just about getting anything in return.
Well-
Women just want you to like do little gestures sometimes.
Sometimes,
but
yeah.
some men will not do it. They will never. They just feel like you're supposed to have your shit together. You're supposed to do things for yourself. So
Anyway.
why should I be the one? And they'll make this statement. Why can you not go ask your father? Are your parents not still alive?
Oof, I don't know about that though.
Some people do.
I don't know about that. Okay, all of these things are the reason why. All of these things, right?
Yeah.
Are the reasons why we have a lot of inequality conversations going on. We have a lot of gender wars. You know, social media is trying to turn men against women, women against men. The society itself is trying to turn us against each other.
Yeah.
That you know this shit keeps going on.
Yeah, the
like
society
those
does not
are
care.
those are a lot of problems which we're gonna keep getting into, and you know we're coming off the hour mark, and then we have to call it a day.
Okay.
and it was a great and amazing conversation.
Yep, it
But
was.
guys, we got problems. We got a whole lot of problems. It's not only 99.9, but we got
The
a whole lot
other
of problems to get into.
percentages.
But guys, we're off the hour mark here. You're gonna catch us on the next episode. But before you do, follow us subscribe to our channel. You know.
Yeah,
All right, go on.
please, to our followers, to our viewers out there, follow us on Instagram, Facebook at 99.9 Problems. We love and appreciate your support. And please, to all those who are watching this for the first time, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us on other social media platforms. We will appreciate your efforts. We appreciate your support. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Peace.